The Victor PL8000, the Victor 1530, and the Monroe will all let you compute a square root. I'll demonstrate it on the Monroe. For example, to compute the square root of 81, you enter 81, divide, equals. Let's clear that, try it again. 81, divide, equals. And you get 9. It's kind of an odd sequence, but I suspect the reason is because if you enter 9 times equals, it will square 9 for you. So they probably figured, well, if doing times equals gives you the square of a number, then divide equals should give you the square root. The Victors work the same way for the square root. The Casio, Canon, and Sharp don't have that feature. Some other miscellaneous functions. The Monroe will let you set a 1 over x key. To set that up, you do define 0.8. That's the one that defines cost cell margin. Cost cell margin. When you do that, this key becomes 1 over x. This key becomes change in percent. So we've got that set up. If we want to do 1 over 81, we do 81, press that, and there it is. Let's set that to floating mode so you can get the whole thing. 81, 1 over x, and it's that value there. The Casio, the Monroe Ultimate, and the Victor 1530 all let you compute a change in percent. In other words, the difference from one number to another expressed as a percentage of the first one. So for example, over here on the Casio, for our example, let's say we want to go from 50 to 60, and we want that difference to be expressed as a percentage of 50. So to do that over here, we enter 60, delta percent, 50 equals. To make that calculation over here on the Casio, we'll clear that. We enter 50, the lower number, delta percent, 60 equals. And it tells us that 60 is 20% more than 50. Over here on the Monroe, we set it up with define.8, as I did it before, and that sets up these keys so that this one is delta percent, and to compute the percent change, we do 60 divided by 50, and so we want that as a percentage, and the answer is 20. Don't know if you can quite see it, but there's what it prints out. Finally, over here on the Victor, let's get that to focus in a little bit. On the Victor, we do the same sort of thing. 50 delta percent is over here, 60 equals, and it shows us that 60 is 20% more than 50. And it prints out the same sort of stuff. It's got 50, 60, 10 as the change, and it says that is 20 delta percent. At this point, we've gone through the features, all the features of the Sharp and the Canon and the Casio and the Victor 1530. And really probably 99% of the other calculators that are out there on the market. What's left are the text features of the PL8000, which I'm going to talk about next. And then after that, there's a whole ton of features, additional features, of the Monroe UltimateX. There may be other calculators that are sort of competing with the set of features for this, but I'm not aware of them, but it's not like I've been surveying every calculator on the market. On the Victor PL8000, PL stands for prompt logic, and we saw that once before when doing the loan calculations. It would prompt you in text for what you were looking for. Other things it can do is it has 6 different pre-programmed text messages that you can set. These have pre-programmed values if you're coming from the when you buy it. So like text A is Victor Technology, their website, and their phone number. To access them, you press the text key, And then, I don't know if you can see it, but across here, there's text A, text B, text C. And coming down here, text 1, text 2, and text 3. So we'll press, let's clear it again. We'll do text and that, text B, and that says, thank you, please come again. Again, I think this is a pre-programmed message. And the C text is, what's that? Victor Prompt Logic, Fast Thermal Printer, blah, blah, blah. It's sort of a little ad. Let's look at the other ones. Text 1 says, from the desk of Dave Hayden. I must have changed that one already to give my name. Text 2 is non-refundable, and text 3, I believe, is also from the desk. But you can kind of see the advantage of this. If you're in a business or something and you want to print out sort of some pre-programmed messages, your taxes are done, I don't know, whatever, then that can be very handy. And as I think I mentioned once before, a really nice feature is if you want to time and date stamp it, just smash those two keys twice. Wait, clear. Then just smash those two keys twice, the date time key, and you get this nice time and date stamped message on the tape, so that for whatever calculations you do or whatever calculations you did, you can get some text there for those. Another handy thing is the help key. If we press help and then say GT, let's be clear, help GT, and then press OK, right. So let's do the help again from the top. Another nice feature is the help key here. If you press help GT, for example, it says grand total or print text 1 key, etc., etc., etc. Press OK to print, and then we press OK, and we get a nice little help message for the grand total key. Do a help with a change sign. OK, tells us about that. Help memory subtotal. OK, we get a message for the memory subtotal. So there's basically built-in online help in text with the PL8000. Overall, I think that's really great. I really like this PL8000, and as I said before, the only downside is you're not getting a permanent record. At least the only downside that I can see. Other than that, having text is really nice. It does pretty much all the basic functions of any of these. It's a great price. So I think if you're looking for something sort of an ordinary calculator, and you don't need the Monroe UltimateX, and you don't need a permanent record of the printout, boy, I would snap that up in a heartbeat.